between choosing your Swadharma or identifying your Swadharma and success, there's a huge gap. You fill in all that gap and then do it. You will be a success forever.
What is your advice to those who have identified their Swadharma but unable to pursue it because it is not possible due to lack of opportunities in that field? They perform work which is Paradharma. How to approach Swadharma which they ought to do? Repeating the question, what is your advice to those who have identified their Swadharma but unable to pursue it because it is not possible due to lack of opportunities in that field? They perform work which is Paradharma. How to approach Swadharma which they ought to do? The questioner is Venuji.
Right, Venuji. It is, you're asking a question at a much later stage in your life. Well, looks like it is for a son. So, anyway, see, it is lack of, Swadharma. Number one, Swadharma means one's own nature. One's own, it is, I think when we did this work lecture, Future of Work, I did explain on what Swadharma is. Swadharma is that which by doing it energizes you, motivates you, inspires you. And it inspires you. By doing it, you don't get tired, weak. It motivates you. So that is Swadharma. Swadharma is like Novak Djokovic taking up to tennis, or Adele taking up to music, to singing. So it is that is Swadharma. And when the person says not enough opportunities, means there is not enough effort put in. You may say there are various reasons. It is not. It is a lack of effort. Swadharma alone is not enough, friends. It is tapas. Tapas, and let me tell you, tapas is required. It is where, when I say tapas, perseverance and resilience in this context. Do you have do you have that quality in you to persevere in your field? You have chosen, this is my nature. When I say Swadharma, it is this is my nature. You have selected it, but do you have the perseverance to go through it? Perseverance meaning you don't give up on that pursuit. You don't give up on that pursuit. It's easy to give up, but it is extremely difficult to hold on and work on yourself. I remember watching one interview. He said, be so good that they can't miss you, they can't avoid you. Make yourself so talented, so good, they can't avoid you. That's why I'm saying, it is. So if that aspect, if that is there, you make yourself so good that they can't afford to ignore you. They can't afford to ignore you. So that is what I'm saying. What is preventing from the perseverance is a fear of failure. There has to be some fear, some negative emotion which holds you back. There has to be some fear of failure, fear of what will others say. I remember one of my friends taking up the culinary skills, and others were saying, "What, you're going to make dosa and idli?" I mean, he's now a general manager of a 5-star hotel in India. Can you imagine? I'm saying at that time, the fear of failure, or fear of what others will say, you have given in to some fear, some insecurity, some negative emotion which is preventing you from being perseverant. And perseverance and resilience. Resilience is what? You may try something and you will be knocked down. You will be pulled down by something, but still you will stand up one more time and try in your field of activity. To stand one more time. The world will knock you down. I'm sure how many times Chella would have gone for auditions. The number of times the world will knock you down, but one more time you dress up, you prepare yourself, and you go one more time. One more time. I've done close to 7,800 lectures till now. 7,800 lectures. With the first 100 lectures, they didn't appreciate me. I think, should I pursue? If I had given up at the 120th lecture, I'll be in business selling saris. It is not the case. You persevere. You persevere. You are resilient enough. So fear of failure. Some fear you are given in, and then either the inferiority complex. I don't think I'm good enough. According to whom? I don't think I'm good. According to whom? If you think, look here, let me bring in my originality and then deal with it. Persevere in that, and then be resilient enough. Play the game long enough, you will succeed. Play the game long enough, you will succeed. It is easy to give up when there could be many people who doubt you. Let that not be you. There can be many people who may doubt you, but let that not be you. Therefore, self-belief, you have taken up to Swadharma, but you got to pursue, you got to persevere in it. You got to be resilient. In the meantime, there will be fear of failure, fear of recognition. Various aspects will come in. Do not give in to it. Do not give in to it. This is where, at that point of time, surround yourself with the right people. Then you see the difference. If Novak Djokovic was not a great player when he started off, he used to, there are many times where he lost in the second round. There are times when he couldn't pass through the fourth round. But now, where is it? So, that's why it is essential. That's why, whatever your inner talent, find an avenue to express it. You will find happiness in it. Make the world appreciate and pay for it. You will find wealth in it. Offer that wealth, your efforts for a higher cause. You will find divinity in it. So, you may take up to Swadharma, but you are looking for success straight away, friends. That's not happen. That's not going to happen. Straight away, it will not happen. That's why, make yourself so good, they cannot ignore you. Don't equate Swadharma and success straight away. There is a study being done. They say 10,000 hours. Have you put in 10,000 hours? I'm not saying you should put in 10,000 hours. How much hours you have put in? How much hours? You have identified it, but what about that? What about next? There's so many other ingredients which has to go in for you to be a success. Between choosing your Swadharma or identifying your Swadharma and success, there's a huge gap. You fill in all that gap and then do it. You will be a success forever.